My name is My-Tien and I'm a second-year marketing major. I never imagined I would be able to go overseas and explore the cities of Europe. I studied abroad in the summer of 2011, and this is my story.
I never thought my dream of studying abroad would come true, but in 2010, it did. My name is Thomas Gainey. I'm a fourth-year finance major. I studied abroad in the summer of 2010 in Madrid, Spain, and here is my story.
I got the idea to study abroad from a poster actually in Stuzen. It was on the wall in between classes. I was looking at it and reading it, and it looked fun, it looked unique, and it's something I wanted to do.
So making the decision to study abroad was not an easy decision for me. At that time, I was contemplating whether or not to accept an internship. I don't want to be 2 years down the road and looking back and asking myself, what if I did not study abroad? But then I also didn't want to look down the road in 2 years and ask myself, what if I didn't take that internship? Well, I decided to go and study abroad, and by far it was the best decision in my life. And I was able to go to interviews with the recruiters and be able to speak about my experience studying abroad. After that, I was able to get an even better internship. So right now, when I'm asking myself, what if I didn't study abroad, I would probably never be where I'm at right now.
I afforded study abroad. I did save up for it, but Mom and Dad definitely helped me out. I have them to thank for that, for sure.
I was fortunate enough to have a full ride 100% scholarship to go to Spain. When I started thinking about studying abroad, I never thought that I would be able to get a full ride scholarship just because I would be competing against so many other people. And I thought that the scholarship would be more like $1,500, maybe $2,000. Never in my mind would I thought there'd be a 100% full ride scholarship. It is 100% doable. If you really want to do it, you are able to go find a scholarship.
I lived in a homestay. It was honestly a great decision. I really wanted to learn the language, so I got the chance to learn it from somebody who's from Madrid, from Spain, and she was amazing. Got great meals, home-cooked meals, and she was my Spanish mom, honestly.
I actually stayed in an apartment. I had 3 other roommates. One of my roommates was actually from Madrid, and he was able to show me around the city and introduce me to all the different little neat culture aspects of it. And it was a chance for me to be 100% independent.
I visited a bunch of other cities. I traveled to a lot of cities in Italy. I went to Florence, I went to Rome, I went to Venice, I went to Paris, France, I went to Interlaken, Switzerland, I went to Bern, Switzerland, and then I traveled to a bunch of places in Spain, which were pretty cool.
Throughout the 10-week program, I actually visited about 14 different cities. So I've been all over Spain, I visited Paris, I went to Lisbon, and basically every week I was somewhere other than Madrid.
Life abroad was pretty unique. You end up doing a bunch of different things. You do school, you end up studying a bit, but you have time to do other things, explore the city and travel, and going out and enjoying the city. I went to a lot of nice restaurants, went to the market. They have some really cool places like the Plaza Mayor and the Plaza del Sol that I went to, so some pretty good landmarks you can spend your time.
At the University Antonio de Nebrija, where I studied, they actually finance a lot of extracurricular activities like going out to Segovia or going to different cities on the weekend. I actually decided to go on those excursions, and I was able to see a different side of Spain. Plus, not only that, they also gave us tickets to go to see the flamenco dance in the actual theater, the Madrid theater. So for me, studying abroad wasn't just about school. I did a lot of extracurricular activities outside of school too.
I actually met a lot of people abroad. It was pretty neat. There's a bunch of people that I keep in contact with. A good friend of mine now is in Brazil that I talk to all the time. I've got a couple friends in Spain still that I talk to every once in a while. And then my Spanish mom, I email back and forth with her, letting her know how I'm doing. So.
When I was there, I met a lot of students from Ohio State, Michigan State, and Oklahoma. And one of my really good friends is actually from Michigan, but her parents own a house down in Cape Coral in Florida, which is about half an hour from where I live. So we still keep in contact, and we were planning on getting together for Christmas just to meet up. So I do keep in contact with a lot of my friends that I met there.
The native people are great in Spain. They're really relaxed. They were great with Americans. We tried to speak Spanish, and they were nice about it, so that was good.
The native people reacted very well, actually. I was quite surprised. The university was located in a very secluded place, so it took a while for us to find us. Well, there's one man, he was so kind enough to actually help us, not only by going out looking for the school, but coming back, searching for us, bringing us to the school and showing us where it was at. For a native Spaniards to actually go and help us, that was just the best, kindest act of kindness I've ever seen in my life.
Memory that I'll remember for the rest of my life from my trip had to have been skydiving. When I was in Interlaken, Switzerland, a friend of mine said that he always wanted to go skydiving out of a helicopter. So we paid for it and decided to skydive over the Swiss Alps. So that was probably something I'll never forget.
I was fortunate enough to go study during my birthday. So on my birthday, it was during the semester break, I went down to Tarifa, which is considered to be the Key West of Spain at the very southern tip, and I was able to go snorkeling in the Mediterranean Sea while sunbathing in the Atlantic Ocean all on the same day. So that was an amazing experience and something that I could tell people for the rest of my life.
I would definitely study abroad again.
I would most definitely study abroad, and I would go back to Madrid.